As DJs, sometimes we rely on the same transitions to mix two songs together. I am definitely guilty. And this is especially true when you're starting out and learning how to DJ for the first time, which is super, super normal. But when you listen back to the mix, you're like, oh, maybe this is kind of boring. Here are just a few tips that I use to spice things up, so hopefully you feel inspired by that. I'm gonna talk to you guys like you guys are my bestie. The first tip is kind of an obvious one. It's learn new techniques. But don't get tempted to learn like crazy complex ones immediately, because I fell into that trap where you're like, oh my god, I want to like be Fred again and learn this like crazy you have to build up slowly, and that sucks to hear, but it's true. So if you're learning like a fade up technique like this, the next thing you should be learning is how to EQ. So as you fade up this fader here, you're taking out some of the bass of the song that's currently playing. Then maybe you learn how to EQ the mids and the highs. You can use these transitions in different parts of the song. Generally mix out the intros and the outros together and you play the full songs. Try mixing at the breakdown of both songs. So on song 1 or this deck, when it hits the breakdown, bring the breakdown of this song in. That's pretty easy and like exciting. It gives some variety because a new song comes in. Also, you can, during the breakdown of this song, bring in like verse 1 of this song, or bring in a buildup of this song, or bring in if it has a recognizable vocal, you can bring it in. And again, all of this would use the fade up technique. Like, it doesn't require any new technical knowledge. You're just bringing in the second song during different points, if that makes sense. And there's a lot of creativity in that. I feel like sometimes we get stuck in the minutia of like, oh, I need to like twist this knob, like, and like do this crazy thing. Like, we really don't. Now, once you mastered the basic transitions, then you can kind of go to the intermediate stuff like looping, spin back. As long as you're better than you yesterday, that's all that matters. My next tip is technically like an intermediate DJ technique. It's effects. I'm just gonna take you to the couch. Let's like get cozy. Ooh, the sun is in my face. There is a lot of things you can do with DJ effects, things like echo, things like reverb, that one can make your mix sound a lot smoother, but also you can add accents and flares. If you do want to play around with effects, there's a lot of great YouTube tutorials. Make sure you do them on the beat. Last tip, but certainly not least, it's just a reminder that the audience really does not care that much about your technical ability. It's the vibes, it's the playlist, like that's the thing they are focusing on. Like that's what carries the vibe. And I know we are our own harshest critics, and as DJs you're like, oh my god, I'm using like the same two transitions, like I'm so basic. Like, it's actually okay. When you're at festivals, I swear I've seen many DJs use the exact 2, maybe even like only 3 transitions, and people are going wild. So don't be too hard on yourself when you're making a DJ mix. If you do like this video, please consider subscribing and liking and sharing, and I'll see you guys